Good morning and welcome to Ticket to Tomorrowland. Yes, I know I've been going through lots of changes in the past year. Yeah, probably the past year, maybe longer. Um, I'm hoping you're all having a great morning. I have a new name, as you can see. Again, you're probably going. I can't keep following this guy. He keeps changing his name. Who's Mitchy the Kid? Who's Mr. Callieman? Who's Magic Mitch Arts? Which one is he? I'm all of them. I'm I'm Chef Capalbo. I'm whatever you wanted to call me in the past. Now those are just parts of my names in my channels. Chef Capalbo, um, Ranger Grubhub. You remember him? Well, I have a blog. Well, I don't have it. My wife and I have a blog. I'm looking for the card. Well, whatever. It's e-tickets Tomorrowland, and it's on blogster.com, I believe. Good morning. So, well, I spent some time the other day trying to create a logo. And here, I'm going to show you because this is what I want to do with it is build it onto a shirt. The e-ticket to Tomorrowland. Sorry. E-ticket to Tomorrowland. Yahoo group, not Yahoo. We're living in the past. YouTube group. So I'm going to take this off because I don't want to ruin it because I'm going to turn this into shirts and mugs. And it's not really the choice that I wanted for the color. I would prefer red or blue, but I have a friend who has Window to the Magic podcast. I'm sure you've heard of Paul Berry, and I don't want to copy him. As I say, he has his own podcast, and his is the blue, no, the red monorail with his red, white, and blue, which is very patriotic, I think. I wish mine could be that way, but I couldn't choose that. And I didn't want to do blue because it was going to be blue and gray, and it just didn't stick out. So I decided on orange and silver. Now I don't believe that the Disneyland monorail system, the Mark Sevens, have a orange and silver. I believe it's orange and white. Once again, this is it. And I'm going to set that over there so I don't ruin it. That's going to be the name of this channel now. E-ticket to Tomorrowland. Doesn't mean I'm going to be only doing Disneyland stuff. As a matter of fact, in just a little over a week, we're going to be celebrating America's independence. And how best to do that? A live broadcast from Ontario, California, with the Independence 4th of July parade and the world's longest picnic table, the all states picnic table, basically. I remember going to that when I was a kid. My mom had her parents, or my grandma and grandpa, living here in Ontario, and we lived in Upland, which is just north of Ontario. And I'm not talking about Canada, I'm talking about California. So I'm sure you people have heard of the all states picnic table. You know, you've got California, you got Nevada. Well, anyways, my dad was from Rhode Island. Yeah, he said, "You made me move here. I didn't want to live in on Upland, Ontario. It's too far from my job. But I have to give in because happy life, happy wife, happy life." And the only way to do that was, of course, move closer to the grandparents who lived in Ontario. So he bought in Upland. And I was born 1965. Yeah, I'm old. We're talking gonna be 58 here. But doesn't mean I'm not a Disney fan. Yes, this movie is coming out. It's coming out this weekend. And I'd love to see it. Because who doesn't love snakes? Why did it have to be snakes? So, okay, the names that I've had in the past, they didn't really fit my channel. I mean, um, sorry. This hat makes my head itch. I don't know why. Um, Mitchy the Kid. You're welcome. Anyways, Mitchy the Kid. Everyone told me, eh, that's an okay name, but what does it mean? What does it mean for your channel? You know, I don't know. It really didn't make any sense. Who's Mitchy the Kid? He's the guy from City Slickers, but he only had one D. I have two in my name, which is my email. It's Mitchy the Kid, but it really didn't work for this channel. Um, before that, I thought, oh my, I got the perfect name, Magic Mitch Arts. And then I started having people come by and go, hey, you're Magic Mike. What? What does that mean? Well, I didn't know there was a movie out. I got hiccups. Excuse me a second. That should take care of them. I didn't know there was a movie called Magic Mike about guys who strip. I don't want to be known as that. Hi, I'm Magic Mike. I'm Magic Mitch. Oh, just to satisfy the customers on my channel or my guests, I made a video called Magic Mitch. And I did the whole the disco ball and lights flashing and put on weird disco music from my keyboard, and it just wasn't me. And stripped. Yes, I stripped. Woo! Pulled my shirt up. That's as far as it went. I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. Okay, so E-Tickets to Tomorrowland is the name of the channel. It also is the name of my podcast. Why, you say? Well, because we have a blog and it's called E-Ticket to Tomorrowland. And it started out as just going to Disneyland because we had annual passes. And, well, what else would you do if you're at Disneyland? You're going to go on the rides, you're going to go to the music shows, you're going to go to California Adventure and watch World of Color, which now I hear it's called World of Color 1. I don't know what that is yet. And then we couldn't afford it. 2020 hit, and we had the stupid pandemic that killed tons of people and destroyed lives and destroyed passes and stuff like that. So we changed it. I mean, but the blog kind of went down. Can't go anywhere. So I had to create new things. So I would make videos, and I had a friend who would help with make the videos, and he went by the Great 88s or Fast Fingers Roy. He was a piano player at Disneyland. I'm sure you've seen him. He was on Coat Corner, and his name was Ragtime Allen. or that was his cast name. He's Alan Thompson Jr. And we were friends with him and stuff, and we still are friends with him. And he did the first podcast with me, as a matter of fact. I ran him through the podcast, and he's like, I don't know how to do this. Well, just be yourself. Well, no, don't be yourself. He's very raunchy, let's just say that. um, I told him G rated here at or PG rated here on YouTube. I can't do this rated X stuff. So he kept it clean and professional. You can check it out. Go to my YouTube channel, Ticket to Tomorrowland. Click on that's hard to say. E-Ticket to Tomorrowland podcast, and look up my first podcast with Alan Thompson Jr. or the Great 88s. I can't remember which name we went through. And you can see what we were doing. Now, after that, we went to a Disneyana show. Now, I'm talking about we're already into this year, 2023. And Alan had actually moved. He moved out of California to help his dad. His dad is, getting up there in age. I think he was born the same age as he's the same age as my dad would have been if my dad hadn't gotten Alzheimer's. Uh, Sorry, I have to cover my keyboard up. I have cats. Oh, speaking of, hey, good morning, Mr. Great 88. I didn't say you're raunchy. I'm just saying we didn't want to get to that point where we were using sexual, whatever. I'm not sure how to put it, but you kept it cool. And thanks for joining, by the way. And yes, you are there's a wrench next to your name, which means you are one of my admins. I did not know that. See, we have an admin. His name is Alan Thompson Jr. Thank you. I'm assuming he's working today. Otherwise, he probably couldn't talk right now or chat. I wish I could bring him in on this, but I don't know how to do that on the computer yet. Now, I'm running through a webcam because I don't have live stream. I don't have enough internet power to get me up to live streaming. So we're gonna try to get hang on one second. Here we go. Hey Stoof, good morning. I haven't seen you in a while. It's been a long while. Hope everything's well. You are here with Alan or the Great 88s, and I'm just explaining why I keep changing the name of my channel, my YouTube channel. It's just, Magic Mitch Arts, Magic Mike. I didn't want to be named that. Um, Mr. Callieman 17. What does that mean? Um, it doesn't really mean anything. So we finally decided just to go with thank you for the thumbs up, whoever gave me that. Um, I've decided to go with e-ticket to Tomorrowland. How am I doing today? I am doing great. How are you guys doing? I mean, I've had some issues, but I'm not going to talk about those right now. I'll talk about those in uh, another live stream. How are you doing though? Now, Stu, let me show you. I've come up with a logo for my channel. I drew this the other day. Well, it's always good to be busy, isn't it? um, anyways, thank you very much. Yeah, it took me about 3 hours to draw that, and I even made a time lapse video. I have another channel for that, but thank you. I love the monorail. It's a train. I love trains. As a matter of fact, we had a garage sale a couple months ago, and I sold all of my garden scale trains, including the one that I got from a good friend. And I'm really not happy that I did that, especially when I saw how much they were selling for on eBay after I had already sold them. Yeah, I lost out big time. I mean, the train that he sold me or gave me, I'm not sure. No, I think we bought it from you. An LGB was worth $500 by itself. I sold all my trains, all 10 of them, for $500. Big mistake. I could have had at least 2 grand, maybe higher because I had brass track, but I got rid of it. And now I'm paying the price. I mean, you want to know how much I'm paying the price? I'm buying more trains. Someday I'll get out of this dump. Yes, welcome to my dump. I hate this place. Yes, I do. I hate living in an apartment. It's crowded. There's no room, but we have somebody new in the room. Thank you for joining today. Um, if you'd like to say hello in chat, please do. I am changing the name, or I have changed the name to the group. So it is called E-Tickets to Tomorrowland. And if you were to watch my podcast, where I've already interviewed the great 88s or Alan Thompson Jr., and he's told us what's going on in his life and what will be happening in his life soon, hopefully. But um, it's hard to do, hard to do. But I am trying to get more people in. I found out that the algorithm or the YouTube has now lowered their level. You don't need to have 4,000 is it hours? I think it's 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers. I can now have 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours worth of uh, people watching. And that will get me into the YouTube program. And then I can actually start selling pictures or shirts, I should say, or a coffee mug or whatever you want me to put that logo on. I would like to get that logo out there. Now, I don't know if Disney can hit me up because it doesn't say Disneyland on it. It does say Tomorrowland on it, but Tomorrowland. It doesn't mean that it's Disneyland's Tomorrowland. Anyways, so in a week and a half here or so, whenever the 4th of July is, what are we on, the 27th? Not even that. It's 28, 29, 30. We have 1 week. 1 week. I will be live on the streets of Ontario recording or going live streaming, whichever, the Ontario Independence Day Parade. No, there are no fireworks, but there is bands and there's marching bands going down the middle of Euclid, and there are my brother's band, Upland High School, will be there. He's always there marching, doing the same song. Da, 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 da. It's because we are the Highlanders. I grew up in Upland. I was a Highlander. So I didn't make it into the marching band. I became a band-aid. Yeah. Ow! Yes, I was a band-aid because I got dizzy when I tried to play trumpet. It was really weird. I don't know why. Maybe it was 110 degrees outside and they had me with a backpack on my back and try playing trumpet. That didn't work. I joined the concert and jazz band. I was last chair. It's because I didn't practice. I never practice anything. That's why I'm never number one. I may be number one at drawing. I don't know. I may be number one at playing keyboard. That I know I'm not. I know that some people are, but they have other things and they have to do. I'm not number one cook. Like I'm sure Stoop is probably a pretty good chef, even if you're not the chef. I know Alan plays piano and he does artwork. He says he doesn't know how to draw hair. I've seen him draw. He could draw hair if he wanted. It's lines. Wait, wrong hand. It's lines. You draw lines, you draw curls, you want to draw Bob Ross, you just put an afro on his head. Hi, folks. Hi, I'm Bob Ross. You don't do hair. Yes, you do. If you learned, you could do it. I can teach you how to do hair. It's easy. I mean, take a look at my last yeah, my last no, I don't look at my last drawing. It turned out horrible. I thought this was Evil Queen. That's how much I am not really into Disney much anymore. This is Maleficent. She's on my other channel too, which is all it's time lapse drawing and model trains. I figured I don't need to put model trains in here. What's wrong with it? Um, where'd it go? It disappeared. Get back here. If you had looked at James Mulligan's artwork, that's who I copied it from. Her head is way too long. Look how long this chin is, and her eyes are all cockeyed. One's down here, the other one's up here. The only thing I think I really got down was maybe her hands and the ball, the glowing ball with the skull in there. Mira, Mira. No, that's the wrong. See, I'm doing the wrong one. Have the princess prick her finger on a spinning wheel and die, or fall asleep, whatever it is. Anyways, that's that drawing. Gotta find a place to put it. This place is such a pigsty. I'm sick of the pigsty. I need to stop saying is a bad word when you're doing. Oh shoot, that hurt. When you're doing live streaming, means you aren't confident. You're just not keeping up with the thing. So, no more uhs. Hey, welcome to Ticket to Tomorrowland. Today we are having a special guest on our podcast, and her name is blah blah blah, or his name is blah blah blah. That's the way I should be doing this podcast. I want to get those YouTube things that you see that vidIQ has. I don't know how to get those, but I do know I'm going to need more subscribers. I've lost two, two subscribers. I was up to 344. I'm down to 342. I would really love to get that up to at least 400 before September. Now, I didn't mention this, but we have another good friend. She's probably working right now. That's why she's not in the group right now. Um, she invited us to go to Disneyland, and I'm kind of, I don't know. It's really busy there. It's on Disneyland's birthday, July 17th, and I have anxiety issues. I really don't know if I can handle the crowds or the heat or I don't know, much of anything because, first of all, the last time I was at Disneyland, we had friends that worked there. I mean, Ragtime Robert, he worked at Disneyland. He had to retire. He messed up his back. He has cancer or something. I think he has cancer and also back problems. He's no longer there. There's that word again. Daniel Nava. Dazzling Dan, he went by. He quit. He's on to another job. I have one friend who still works there. He's there at nighttime, but I don't get to see him because he's up in the air. Well, he won't be now because Murphy exploded and caught on fire, and Murphy's out of Fantasmic. As a matter of fact, Fantasmic's out, but he's still doing Tomorrowland Terrace, so he runs sound. But finding him is like finding a needle in a haystack. Okay, the other band members, hiatus, they're no longer there. Mad Tea Party was canceled. That's a California Adventure. Uh, Bill Hill, whatever their names are. Yes, Mickey did beat Murphy, killed him, murdered him, exploded him. um, but what was I saying besides Murphy? And Murphy, people are wondering who's Murphy. Well, Murphy is her. When she gets mad, she turns into a dragon. Maleficent. And that was in um I forget the name of the show. See, you don't go to Disneyland, you forget these things. That or I'm getting Alzheimer's. I really don't want that. I don't want to be where what the fuck are you looking at? That kind of stuff. I've seen it happening to our next door neighbor. She's she's really sad because her husband has got Alzheimer's and he doesn't have the means to do anything anymore. And he's been put in a home and just recently he's been sent to a psychiatric ward because he got mad and he started hitting the nurses. I've seen all this before with my dad. He's on his way out. He's in his 80s. I'm praying that doesn't happen soon. I mean, he's a nice guy. He knows a lot, and he built a lot of these models and things, and now that his wife, she doesn't wanna be reminded of him, so she asked me to help get rid of the models. Well, I sent her to Pegasus Hobbies, and the guy came out, and I don't even know how much he paid her, but he paid her, and he took all the models. And I saw those models at Pegasus Hobbies, and he's selling them for 3 or $4. This guy had put his blood, sweat, and tears into these models. He had his battleship that was like I can't even get it in here, a good 4 feet long. They were selling it for $35. I'll bet you anything when he bought that model, it was a $200 to $400 model. But getting back to my thing now, because I don't want to get on a rant and start talking about other people. Do miss my friend. I will say that. I hope he moves back soon. I know he wants to move back soon. Well, I'm not sure if he does or not. His dad does. Um, I know he's making great amounts of money. That's really good. Yes, I'm talking about you, Alan. I'm not doing so well. I don't think he has anxiety anymore. Well, okay. I have anxiety. I have it really bad. I saw an accident the other day and it's really fucked me up in the head. Um, or screwed me up in the head to be nice. I can't go out. It's been over 2 weeks I have not left this house. I'm really worried because in a week is that 4th of July parade, and I want to go out there and I want to live stream it so everyone can see it. And if this oh, my hair's a mess with this hat on. Hat head. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna be screwed. Which is gonna ruin my channel. I also have a podcast. I haven't set up anything. I was supposed to do a podcast with Oscar Martinez. He used to work at Disneyland. He was the oldest tenured chef employee to work for Disney. He started with Walt Disney. Matter of fact, he lived where Disneyland is, I think. Yeah, or he lived in Anaheim. And he started out sweeping the park. And he worked his way up to a head chef. Chef Oscar. I mean, you can go to Disneyland and still buy his book on the Carnation Plaza ingredients or what do we call them? Menu items. How to make Chef Oscar's breakfast potatoes. Oh, wow. Those are delicious. Ask his wife, June. She probably goes, come on, make me some more. Actually, you can find him at Ruby's Diner. He's always there now. I haven't been to Ruby's Diner because it's in Anaheim. That's a drive for me. Now, a normal drive for everyone else, a 20, 30-minute drive. To me, 3 to 4 hours, it seems like, because the brain's just not working right. I missed out on this guy's birthday, but I did draw his picture. I missed out on my wife's birthday. Why? Because of my anxiety. So I do need to get things going and rolling because there is a car show coming up and it's called Route 66 Cruisin' Reunion. And that is in September, and that's on the 15th and 16th of September. Also, right down the street, I can walk to it. There's going to be live bands, there's going to be popcorn, there's going to be ice cream, there's going to be cookies. That's another thing. In December, there is a man who makes candy. Oh, yes. I love candy. Candy is my god. No, it's not my god, but it feels like it. Um, what was I saying? Sorry. Flynn distracted me. He'll come up and start meowing soon. Well, maybe not. He'll go in the back chair and start meowing soon. Welcome to the group, whoever came in, or the chat. The live stream. That's what it is. on December 17th. Now, on July 17th. I want to be at Disneyland. I want to video for you guys. I've seen these other people that go in and they they do you guys want to go to Rise of the Resistance? Let's go over to Rise of the Resistance. And they'll videotape it all the way over and talk, and they even have giveaways. This one girl, Cordy in California. Yes, I'm mentioning you. I like your show. She's gonna be there. Oh, she's there on Fridays and Sundays, or is it Saturdays and Sundays? Well, she's there every other day, pretty much. And she gives out press pennies to winners in her group. Now, I can't go to Disneyland every day. I don't have a pass or whatever they call it, Magic Key, I think it's called. I don't know why they got rid of the passes, but they did. Thanks to good old Bob, whatever his name was. Not Bob Iger. He's the good guy. Well, kind of. Can't go to Knott's Berry Farm. Nobody will ride the rides with me. My wife is disabled. I'm disabled up here. I get anxiety issues when it comes to sitting in a line, and I need somebody to talk to. And if there's nobody there, I'm not going to do it. I mean, the couple of rides that I would do by myself would be the train. I'm talking about Knott's Berry Farm. Riding the train around the park, riding the mine train. The log ride I have to do by myself because my wife can't do it. She doesn't like drops, and I don't think she likes water. I do. I love the log ride. That's one of my favorite rides. The mine train ride, that's one of my favorite rides too. I thought I was gonna like Knott's Berry Tales. It sucked. It was basically Buzz Whiterear. I'm Buzz Lightyear as Knott's Berry Tales. Just shooting the thing. That's basically what it was. And I'm like, okay, so the guy who used to run Disneyland quit, and he got hired at Knott's Berry Farm. So basically, Disneyland is other way around. Knott's Berry Farm is Disneyland now. Why do I say this? He stole Thomasina. She's over there. Summer Heights. Hiatus, which used to be the Mad Tea Party band, is over there. Crazy Kirk and his hillbillies, they're over there. I don't believe there's any other bands that are from Disneyland that are over there. I might be wrong. So, is there anything you guys would like to say in the comments that you would like to ask me why I changed the name? Am I going to change it again? Is it going to stay the same? What are my playlists? I do have playlists, but I also have new channels. I used to have a channel called The Butt Stops Here. Boy, did I get yelled at for that. That's disgusting. Why would you take pictures in a bathroom? That's not right. I wasn't taking pictures in the bathroom. I was taking pictures of the restaurant and saying, this butt stops here. I thought it was funny. My sister-in-law came up with the idea, and I thought, okay, I'll do it because we used to do it when we go to Lake Tahoe. I have to use the bathroom constantly, always. I'm a bathroom freak, and I don't like using a bathroom if it's a dirty mess. It's like, ew, I'm not here to clean your mess. So, picture taking a 450-mile trip to Lake Tahoe from the Inland Empire or Southern California. It's hot. It's thunderstorms. We don't ever go in the wintertime. We went in the summertime. You're going up there. It's 120 degrees, and you go past Death Valley and Lone Pine and Big Pine and Bishop, and then it becomes nice clean air, and it changes because you start climbing into the mountains. Well, it's like, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. I need a place to go to the bathroom." Well, you shoulda went in Bishop. I did go in Bishop. That's our halfway point. But getting back to my channels, my playlists. What playlist do I have on my channel? Well, let's find out. Have to go to my phone because I'm live on here and I can't really tell you. Okay, so go here and let's go to my channel. Um, videos. Okay, I have a personal channel. My brother makes sure of this. I don't want to be on your Mitchy the Kid or Magic Mitch Arts, or I don't want to be displayed on YouTube. Don't put me on there. Well, I would like to keep my family videos. So it's private. I have a private channel or playlist for me, and I get to, we celebrated Father's Day. I'm not a father, unless you want to call me a father of that. A fur baby, as my wife calls it. I am not. I did not make a ball of fur. That's weird. Okay. All right. So I have a shorts channel. I did have a Disney shorts channel, and I said, why do I have two different YouTube channels when I can combine them and make one? I used to have On This Day, Disneyland, and Disney History. Well, I got rid of that channel. I couldn't get rid of it. I tried. So I actually changed it to something else. But I kept the Disney stuff. Since this is kind of Disney, I mean, e-ticket to Tomorrowland is the Disney. I need some water. My throat's getting kind of dry and hard to talk like this. Sorry. Cheers. Much better. Okay, so we're in 42 minutes worth of this, and I'm going to go a good 2 hours because why not, right? All right, my channels. Videos. I don't want videos. I want my playlist. Where's my playlist? All right, I have, oh, here we go, playlists. So it's e-ticket to Tomorrowland. Now, please subscribe right down here. It should be on right now. If you're not watching this live and you're watching it as pre-recorded, because I will send it out as pre-recorded so everyone can see it. Um, subscribe to my channel. Why? Why should I subscribe to your channel? What's it about? What's e-ticket to Tomorrowland? Well, it's a very successful blog. Blog got me into D23 as a press pass. I didn't have to pay for the whole weekend. That saved me $300. Didn't save my wife 300. She had to pay. But Disney did pay my way in. All right. So, my playlist that you guys get to see. Not that one. Disney History on this date. I changed the name. It is called Disney History on this date. It is a shorts channel. So you get to watch shorts about things that have happened like today. Yes, we understand you like to make noise. That's Flynn the Wonder Cat. He had his own channel at one time. Okay, that is one playlist. If you're a Disney freak like me, I mean, look at all this. You got Tron up there. You've got castles. You got Seven Dwarfs. You got Mickey Mouse. You got Mickey Mouse Funkos. The picture on the wall, that's a puzzle my wife and I built. And we I don't know what you call it. You put the goo on top of it so it stays together, and then we framed it. Um, I'll show you with this real quick. Although I've changed this to a different channel, I can still have videos of it. Reminding you, this is a messy house, and so is my train board. This is somebody who loves Disney so much that he goes and builds his own amusement park in N scale. See, there's the train. There's Main Street Station. In the background, you have Small World, Matterhorn, the castle. In the foreground, you have buildings. Oh, there we go. Sorry. I started to build Splash Mountain. It's becoming a pain in the butt. Those boxes in the middle are actual trains. Up there are more trains. That's an N scale model of Disneyland. Okay. So, yes, I am still and always will be a Disney freak. I love jazz. I love Dixieland. I love anything to do with music that's not rap or gospel. Ooh. Yuck. I'm not into that. Okay. New playlist channel. Breaking news. Whenever there's an earthquake or there's like the Titan that sank and imploded. Yes, that was kind of hard to record. I mean, I watched breaking news straight off of YouTube and I shared it with you guys. I took it down because there were dead people. 5 people died. But yes, I do have a breaking news playlist. Okay. There's a lot of people on here that love car shows and boats and stuff like that. I'm not into boats. That I'll leave to my friend, V Drive Video. Yes, I just gave him a shout out. I don't know why. He's an idiot, but he's a old friend. Let's just say that. I'm gonna show you something else too. I got a new one. See this little thing right here? If you see me and you want to subscribe and you're at Disneyland or you're at the Ontario parade and you want to subscribe to my channel, come up to me and say, "Hey, I heard you have e-ticket to Tomorrowland. How do I get subscribed?" Well, I take this little round thing which my niece's boyfriend invented. It's called Popple. And it won't focus. Popl. There's a chip in there. It's my business card. And what does it do? Well, I rub it on. I know what you're thinking, Alan. No, I rub it on the back of somebody else's phone, and you have to have your NFC turned on if you have Android. If you have a iPhone, it's automatic. The channel pops up. Ding! All you have to do is subscribe. Hit subscribe. You are a subscriber. All right. Other channels on my thing, on my phone. Well, on my e-ticket to Tomorrowland channel here on YouTube. Hey, you. I'm talking to you guys. You want to play? I have a play channel. I'll come up with a game, and if you feel like playing, play. You can comment on it. I mean, they're easy games. It's almost like playing It's Your Life. Bet on it or whatever it's called. The thing with Jay Leno, it's on late at night. Now, if you're really bored and you just go, I feel like just sitting and staring at YouTube for 4 hours or whatever. What can I watch? Oh, look at that. There's a guy who's drawing Disney characters. So that's the name of this playlist. drawing Disney characters. You're not going to see it in time lapse. You're going to watch me draw it slowly but surely. Takes about anywhere from 1 hour to 3 hours to draw my characters, depending on whether or not my characters, Disney's characters. Like this one. This took me an hour and a half to draw. Why so long, you say? The drawing took me 5 minutes. The coloring and shading took me the rest of the time. That's one other channel. I know there's lots of gamblers out there who like to watch people gamble. Grade 88s. Ew, what? Ew, what? What are you saying ew about? What did I say that you said ew? About dead people? Okay. This is called gambling. California lottery, which would include scratchers, lotto tickets if I'm a winner. Yeah, right. Oh, things going dark. It's fun to watch. Did I win? Did I lose? Will I put it on a second chance and see if I win? Yeah, but I don't know how that really works. I do put it on that second chance. I haven't won yet. If I had, I wouldn't be in this dump. Yes, this is a dump. I'm sick of living in Ontario. I want to live in Upland, where I used to live, where I grew up. Or Cucamonga. That's a nice area. And I want air conditioning. This place has no air conditioning. I don't want to live upstairs. I want to live in a place. I don't care if it's a flat or somebody's house that they are renting out. At least I'll have my own place. I can make as much noise as I want. I can sleep as long as I want. I can work as long as I want. Whatever I want to do. I can vacuum without hearing, hey, turn that vacuum cleaner off. It's 12 o'clock at night. You know what? Fuck you. I can do it whatever I want. My place. That's what the gambling would really, really help me out with. What does it help you out with? I know lots of states don't have scratchers. They don't have casinos. And maybe it'll help you at least. I know it's like it makes you relax. Made my mom relax. She was a gambler. Did she win? Yes, she did. She won once on scratchers. She won 3 grand. Um, she had to pay taxes, but that was only like $600. Let's see what else happened. She also won at a casino. She won, what was it? I think she won $40,000, something like that. And she helped me buy a car, and she helped my brother get tires for his car, and other brothers got stuff, and my dad probably got something, or her boyfriend, or whatever. Anyways, next playlist. All scale train sets. What do I mean by that? Well, that scale I showed you was N. I have a HO scale train. I just bought a G scale. What's G scale, you say? It's a garden. You can run it outside. You can probably see it at the Pomona Fairgrounds if you're here in California or elsewhere, I should say. This big box right here with the pizza boxes and stuff on it. Yes, there is a train set in that box. I can't build it here. The I thought you had a dirty mind. I know you have a dirty mind. Who doesn't? I do. I just try not to let it out. I try not. Oh, what happened? Where did my Playlist go. Here we go. Playlist. We all have dirty minds. The world's loaded with dirty minds. You don't have dirty minds, you don't have porn. You don't have porn, you don't get sex. I saw what you posted on YouTube about a happy life or what makes a marriage. Sex or when you're angry. I don't understand that one. Yeah, at least you have teeth. I don't. Okay, so the next one, all scale trains. That's for when I'm building trains. Not doing that during the summertime. Too hot. Shorts. And I'm not talking about the kind I'm wearing that might be dirty. Now that's an ew. Shorts. That's like making a short of I don't know. Maybe me making a hot dog. That would be considered a short. Shorts don't take that long. Anything from 15 seconds to a minute is a short. And I put up lots of those cats playing with themselves or jumping or that was gross. Cats running and playing and a thunderstorm with lightning, tree falling, something like that. This is a new one. This is also a short channel. Muscle car fun facts. I smell something dead. Ugh. Must be a dead animal around here somewhere. Um, Muscle car fun facts is about muscle cars, and I'm talking about not just I got a 1967 Camaro with a 427 whatever motor in it. Now, see, I don't know that stuff. I have to read on it. I can tell you it has dual exhaust, two carburetors, a double four barrel, whatever, stuff like that. What does it mean? I don't know. I, my friends are more into that than I am. Oh, yeah. See, all these channels should all be combined as one. Shorts. It includes cats, humans, animals flying around, bees, whatever. Now, this one says time lapse artwork. I kind of changed it and made my own channel for that, but you can still see some of my time lapse artwork on there. Then comes the most important one, e-ticket to Tomorrowland podcast. This is the one where everyone can see podcasts. Like I wanted to do the podcast, like I said, with I'd like to do one with Richard Sherman. He just turned 95. I don't know if he has Alzheimer's. I'd like to do one with Dick Van Dyke. He's close to 100. Margaret Carey, she was a model for Tinkerbell. She also was on Mayberry Days or something like that on TV. But she's so busy. Um, then there's I can't remember her name. She's an Imagineer. Uh, Terry Hardin. Terry Hardin Jackson. I'd like to do, get these podcasts going before I'm dead. And I'd also like my wife to help if she could. But she's got her own thing to do, and I have my own thing to do. Hello. How are you back there? Would you like to say hello to Alan Thompson Jr.? He's joined me on here.
Yes.
He's up here writing stuff about how clean his teeth is and his mind.
Hi, Alan.
She says, "Hi, Alan." Obviously, we can't hear her because we're on this microphone and it only picks up my voice. Now, if she were to come closer, I'd put the microphone over there where she could talk into it. She says, "Good morning, Carla."
Good morning.
Wow, I've never heard him say that before. I've heard him say morning, but not good morning, Carla. How is the weather in Texas, by the way, Mr. Great 88? Is it raining? Are you having thunderstorms? Is it hot as heck? Or is it a perfect day? Flynn says it's a perfect day. You say it's very hot. It's very hot. That's right. I heard you guys were having a hot spell or heat spell. We are having mild weather. It's going to be in the mid 80s today here in California. Okay, so we're going on. Already said all those. Mitchy King. Mitchy. This is going to have to be changed. This one says Mitchy the Kid sings solo. Okay. Mitchy the Kid is no longer. But Chef Capalba could. Oh, solo mio. I've got a pio. What am I saying? Hmm. Excuse me if you could hear that. I had a burp. All right. Live videos on whatever. That would be like what we're doing right now. A live video on, well, this one we're doing a live video about e-ticket Tomorrowland, the change of the name of my channel, which I never did really explain to you. It's not just Disneyland. It could be a car show. It could be going to a local um, parade. It could be going to a park to watch a baseball game. It could be going to a movie and doing a review on that movie. It could be going. I'd like to go see a band. They're called the '80s All Stars. They do play at Disneyland. They're going to be in Rancho Cucumber. That sounds familiar. No, Rancho Cucamonga, and they're going to be playing there at a park. And I'd like to go there, but I know that YouTube will probably block it because it has a copyright. Sorry, been a long morning already. Okay, Disneyland Engage Progress. I will leave that one on here. That is the model that you saw me working on that I haven't worked on since the day they closed Splash Mountain. It's gone. It's going to be Tiana's Ragtime Adventure or something like that now. They're working on that. That will be opening up next summer. Here's one you guys get to see every day. Daily fun gross facts. It doesn't mean I'm going to tell you a daily fun and gross fact in this one day. I'll pick one of those. It'll either be a fun fact or it'll be a gross fact like the other day. I saw this on the news. Why is my microphone getting lower and lower? There we go. I saw this on the news. 73% of men would prefer to sit home and do cleaning chores than go to the hospital or go to a doctor's office and see a doctor. I got a lot of response from that. A lot of people said, hell yeah, I'd rather do chores at home. Really? I wouldn't. Something reeks around here. Hang on. I smell death. I don't know what stinks. It really stinks. All right. A gross fact. Here's a gross fact that Alan actually told me. How much does a person poop in their whole lifetime? I don't remember what the number was. You'd have to look it up. I think it was like 48,000 pounds of crap that comes out our assholes. It's gross. But you know what? A woman poops more than a man. I didn't know that. Weird shit. Okay, songs I've learned to play on the keyboard. You'd rather see a doctor? No, I wouldn't want to see a doctor. I'd rather clean. Cleaning's much better than seeing a doctor. All you're gonna get from them is bad news. Well, your heart's going, it's starting to fail. You gotta do this, but I will tell you your A1C is now blah blah blah. Oh, really? Yeah, but you need to exercise more. Well, why am I not doing that when I'm cleaning the house? Okay. Songs I've learned to play on my keyboard and ukulele. Okay, I can learn to play them by ear. I don't know how to read music for a piano. I've never learned. My keyboards had some issues. The cats keep jumping on them. I had to order a keyboard cover because I found out the other day while I was making a recording for YouTube, it didn't work. Pushed down the key, no sound. I was pissed. I was really pissed. This is $1,000 keyboard. Not anymore, but um, I was getting pissed because it just, you know, I went on YouTube and I didn't want to take it to a repair shop and have my brother fix it. Oh, it's going to cost you $400. Why don't you just buy a new keyboard? No. So I went on YouTube and I found a guy that showed me how to fix it. You actually pick the keyboard up, turn it on its side, tap it up and down the back and the front. You put the keyboard back down, turn it back on. It works. All keys work. It has dust in there. Okay, so that was that one. I do have a lot of playlists on here to choose from. E-Ticket to Tomorrowland is a very expressive channel. It's not just the one thing where, like Cordy in California, she goes to Disneyland. That's all she does. Disneyland and California Adventure. You don't see her go to Knott's Berry Farm. You don't see her go to SeaWorld. Now, there is another guy, I forgot the name of his uh, channel, but he goes to Universal Studios every single Wednesday. And he goes to Knott's Berry Farm and he goes to Disneyland. Now, he went to Knott's Berry Farm and I was in his show. It was live. And I told him, you got to try the barbecued sandwiches, the pulled pork sandwich at the Boardwalk barbecue, whatever it's called, at Knott's Berry Farm. Oh, no, I think I'm going to try the brisket. No, you're missing out. You have got to try it. Oh my God, the response I got from him. Wow, you were right. This was excellent. Thank you, Mitchy the Kid. That's because my name was Mitchy the Kid at the time. And I said, I don't like that name. I sound like a little baby or some. I just don't sound right. I'm a kid with two G's. All right. The new name, which is Mr. No, see now I'm losing it. My new name is E-Ticket to Tomorrowland intro. I have to change it on here. It says Mitchy the Kid. The next playlist is public, and it's for everyone out there who's not listening. I mean, not paying attention to the birthday girl who is Shannon Bradley Caleri. It's her birthday today. Remember to wish her a happy birthday if you're from Upland High School, class of 83. She was our class president. I believe she was a cheerleader, you know. And then there's Matt Lee and everyone that's on the high school class. We are going to be having our 40th class reunion this year, October 7th, at the Joseph Felipe Winery. And it's at 7 o'clock. And, you want to get your room if you're from out of state. Like there's a few people I know that are from out of state. One's in, um, I think he's in New Hampshire. And then there's another guy, a woman, and she's in Kansas. Thank you, Leslie. and you know why I'm thanking you. Um, our 40th class year, our 40th class reunion is this year. It's been 40 freaking years since high school. Can you believe it? I can't. I feel like it was just 10 years ago. There's no way. 40 freaking years have gone by. Take a look at that. Subscribe, watch the videos, and get on the list. And if you know somebody who's passed away, please, please let them know because they put it in my memorial thing up today that I didn't even know. I lost 5 friends in the past. They said they died in 2017. Wow. You lose a lot of friends, and you know, it's not good. And if you don't keep in touch with them, it's really bad. There was this girl I knew. Her name was Christine Brown, and everyone made fun of her. Oh, she's a fat, so she's fat. What do you want to hang out with her for? She's a human. There was another one, and her name was Nancy Bodine. And I was a bad person back then. My dad taught me to be a racist. I'm pushing away from that. I don't want to be racist. I know now there's this thing going on, pride. I'm really trying hard not to be racist and trying to accept it. I have a friend who I thought when we dated, she was straight. She wasn't. She's a lesbian. Now I know why we never had sex. Okay. Enough of that. That's it. Oh, yeah, I have my own channels, which are mine. They're, like I said, family videos where I put my videos up. I have a bike rides for my bike that I never use, which I should get on it and start using it, and learning to play the ukulele and the piano in private so I can cuss and scream and yell and going, God, I can't do this. And I can do it. And I will do it. And after I've learned it enough, I will post it online so you guys can see it. Why? Because we like you. Who did I take that from? So, join me live on April, not April. What the hell is wrong with me? Join me live this coming July 4th at the Ontario Parade and the All States Picnic Table. 40, there's more than 40 states. Yeah. Ow, that hurt. 50 states, all states picnic table. Why? Why would you want to join me there? Don't you want to see what people eat? What the heck is a grit? I don't know what a grit is. It looks like a white, mushy oatmeal to me, or fried dough. Oh, that's some good stuff. That's from Rhode Island. How about a Coney Island hot dog? Mmm, never had one. Can't tell you how it tastes. Um, bands playing music, jazz bands, rock bands, new age bands, heavy metal, fireworks. Who doesn't love fireworks? Well, everyone in Ontario loves them because they're illegal and they shoot them off anyways. And they never get caught until they blow their house up and kill themselves. That happened a couple of years ago. No, I was not videoing. I was out at breakfast with my wife. We also do a restaurant review. I used to do that with Alan Thompson Jr. or the guy named the Great 88s. We need to do another one, Alan. So that Knott's Berry Farm. When we go there, I like to video and let people know, hey, this is what's going on. Here's what happened. The last time I was there was Christmas time. My wife won tickets to my FM, I believe it was 104 my FM, and we got to spend the night at Knott's Berry Farm. That was really fun. Uh, what else is coming up? I have a wedding coming up, but I'm not going to video on that. That's going to be a home thing. And then, of course, the class reunion. I will be videoing during that, but that will be for Upland High School people and their families, unless they don't mind me posting it out there. The other thing is the Route 66 Cruising Reunion that happens here in Ontario. And I want to hit up some other car shows or maybe air shows. There's the Airport down there. I'd like to go to that. There's things I want to do. Alan and my wife actually got me to go do one thing I've never done before. I've always wanted to do it, but I'm a chicken shit. I have anxiety issues. I can't make it. No, I can't do that. No, no, no. Well, yes, yes, yes needs to happen. We went to Walt's Barn. Where's Walt's Barn, you say? It is the only attraction that you can go for free that is a Disney related attraction. That's right. And it's at Griffith Park in LA or Hollywood or somewhere over there. Now, I want to go and do other stuff. There's the Queen Mary, there's SeaWorld, there's the zoo, there's the baseball games, there's train shows, there's musicians playing. I want to go see ragtime musicians playing at this place that I've been told about. I can't remember the name. I'd like to go shoot pool with a friend, and he can kick my ass if he wants, but I'm not going to let him. I'm going to try my dangest to beat him. You know who I'm talking about. Okay, I'm over an hour. I've talked about my channel. Is there any questions that you guys have for me? You can still post them. I'm losing my voice. Oh my goodness. I sound like I'm talking about the Martians. Martians? Yes, Martians. There's a playlist I don't have on there. 2 playlists, actually. Chef Capalbo Cooking and You Let Me Win at Pool. Bull crap. He never lets me win. He lets me win at bowling. That's the only thing. Because I'm better than him. Maybe. Anyways, um, Chef Capalbo needs to come back. And the short one, which is Ranger Grubhub. I need to put those back onto my channels. I mean, my playlists. And whatever else we need to do to get you guys to up me, up, up, up. We want to go up in subscriptions. So please remember to subscribe right here, right where my fist is, right there, right here, right where Alan's chat is, right there. Just go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe, please. What will you get if you subscribe? Satisfaction, maybe anger. Um, you might get a cat show. You might get a review on a movie. Like I said, I want to review Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I'd like to know how the movie uh, Flash was. I'd like to get a review from somebody who has seen Flash. I am not going to go see it because I already know what the review was. It's not worth it unless you're a Batman fan. If you're a fan of what's his name? I can't think of the actor's name. But the one that played Batman. I know there's many of them that played Batman. But you want to get nuts? That guy. Come on, let's get nuts. That's it. Thank you. Michael Keaton. He is a good actor. You ever seen him in We're Nuts? I think that's what the name of it was. He was I think he was either a doctor or he was locked up in an insane asylum with Doc Brown. Great Scott! And he was able to get them out to go see a baseball game. That was the craziest movie ever. It was funny as hell, but oh, the special effects are horrible. Well, it's a DC movie. What do you expect? It's not, Warner Brothers or uh, Fox or I guess Disney, if, or whatever, or Pixar. So my voice is starting to cut in and out. I really need to get some breakfast. And what's the thing? SSS, shower and shave, and probably need to get my ass out there and start driving again. It's been over 2 weeks. I saw a horrible accident. I'll leave you on this sad note. Well, it's not sad because the guy survived. We saw a car accident and we didn't know what it was. Something blew up. I'm like, oh my God, one of those Teslas just exploded. And people were trying to save these people and they couldn't because the fire was so intense. I could feel the heat 500 feet from there. It wasn't a Tesla. What I saw flying in the air was a wheel of a motorcycle and a helmet, not a body. But I do need to work on this because this won't let me go out there. And not going out is not a good thing. Not a good thing for my channel, not a good thing for my brain. It's just flat out not a good thing. I need to wash clothes. You know how long it's been since I've washed my dirty socks? I have enough to last me 1 year. Ask Alan. Okay, well, I want to thank everyone for coming in and watching. Stoof, Alan, the great 88s, for all the future people who are going to watch this. And if you do watch it, please subscribe. If you don't watch it, go to hell. No. Oh, thank you. Um, Thank you for taking the time out of your busy days. Now, I know where Alan is. It is what, like 1 o'clock your time? And other people are working right now, so I know they're not going to see this. Stoof is in Canada, and I believe he's on the East Coast, so his time would have been what? 3? Almost 3, 2 o'clock? Man, there's something rotting like death. I need to go and find out what's dead. I think maybe the cats brought up oh yeah, 1 o'clock. I believe the cats brought us a present for feeding them, or maybe there's a dead possum under the front porch or something. I don't know. But the smell is rancid in here. It smells like death. to the point where I could, whoa, and we don't want that on camera. We don't want that. Period. I don't want to throw up. Okay, well, thanks again for watching. If you get a chance and you do like ragtime music, please go to the Great 88s with an S at the end. That's the GR number 8. Is there a space in between it or no? Looks like there's a space, another 8, another 8, and S. The Great 88s. Talks about, well, it doesn't talk, it's shorts or almost shorts of playing ragtime music or boogie woogie music. It's a good channel. I wish they'd make more videos, but I know he's busy. Hopefully, we'll get to see him soon. And for everyone else, have a great night, day, afternoon, wherever you are watching from. And I'll see you in the future. Remember, I can't do it. I should talk more. I would, but I'm smelling some kind of death and it stinks. Ugh. Well, I will talk a little longer, but let me go take a look and see what the hell is dead outside. Hang on a second. I will be right after these messages. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. The smell is not outside. The smell is not in the trash. We don't have any dead cats in here. It's definitely killing me, though. I don't know what the smell is. I cleaned the litter boxes. Maybe there's a dead rat in the roof. I don't know. Something stinks. You like my hat? You can thank my wife for this hat. She went to D Company D. That's what it's called. And I said, hey, when you go there, see if you can't find me an Indiana Jones hat, like the one from, the fedora, where he goes, I never take this hat off unless I'm going to have sex. Which means I'm never taking my hat off. No, but this hat is what she could find. This is the only hat they had. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Well, had to be something. And then we all found out why he hates snakes. I mean, if you've watched all of the Indiana Jones movies, you'll know that. I watched them on Disney Plus. I wanted to work my way up to the newest and last one. The dial. I can't talk today. The Dial of Destiny. Let's get closer in here. My God on it. Pigsty this house is. The Dial of Destiny. All right. I learned something new. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. That is not the first movie. Yes, it is the first movie that we got to see, what, 40 years ago? It's not the first movie in the way of the years of when it started. That one was 1936. Indiana Jones or Henry Jr., whichever you prefer to call him. He was born in the year 1899, so that would make him 37 years old. Um, his first movie, though, should have been A Short Round. Yes, it should have been that movie. I can't remember the name. Indiana Jones. Someone help me out. What's that movie? Where Short Round goes, "Hang on, lady, we go for a ride." And the guy's in there, "How do you go? What are you gonna? How gonna? What?" And he goes and grabs his heart. "Ah, I got your heart," and it burns, and that guy dies. That was the first movie because that one happened in 1935. Then Indiana Jones' The Temple of Doom was 36, and then the third movie is the correct third movie, The Last Crusade. Indy Junior, Junior. I like Bond, James Bond. He played a good part for being his dad. The Joneses. And then I just didn't get the fourth movie. It's like aliens? Really? Now they're really reaching. There's just yeah, let's go for aliens. Maybe that's what he was looking for. I hated that movie. But I watched it again on Disney Plus because I want to get caught up. And this is going into this new movie is not even in the, we're in the went started in the 30s, and then the Crystal Skull was in the 50s, and now we're in the hippie years, 1969. I was 4 years old. Yes, I'm old. And it kind of bounces around, I guess, from what I hear in the story. Uh, I'm not sure what I did with my drawing. Hang on. So they had to de-age uh, Harrison Ford for this movie. He's in his 80s, or I think he just turned 80. So he's an old guy. Well, I decided to draw him in the Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. It's a wonder what computers can do. They de-aged him. This is supposed to be him in the 1940s or 30s. Yes, another drawing I did. This is what you do when you're bored and you don't have friends. You draw. I really want to see that movie, though. And I want it to be a good movie. I hope that it's up there with at least Temple of Doom. I mean, yeah, of course, there was a young Indiana Jones TV show, and it was okay. I didn't really like it that much. But I'm just weird. I'm kind of picky at that way. Bleh. My wife loves those movies. She loves anything that has to do with history and time travel and traveling around. Yeah, I don't mind time travel. Quantum Leap, now that's a great show. The original. The new one, eh, they just want to make sure that he doesn't die. Well, the old one, they didn't talk about death. He was there to straighten people's problems. I'm boring myself. No. Um, Somebody else joined us here. Welcome to my new name, E-Ticket to Tomorrowland. If it's Stoop, welcome back. Um, what are some of the movies you guys want me to do interviews on? Or not interviews, but reviews on? Go ahead and post them in the comments, and I will reply to them, even if this has just been a recording. Um, is a big word with me. Um, 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 um. I decided to play a game. How many people remember the game called Spy Hunter? You know, you get on there and they play. I think it was. I don't remember the name of the song, but it went that one, and you would sit there and play it at the arcade, and you'd blow up things, and helicopters would come down and drop and pick you up and give you more ammo and things to kill people, and then they put you back down inside the truck, and then missiles, you could shoot missiles. That's pretty fun. I found a game on my phone. Well, not on my phone, on our tablet. It's not called Spy Hunter, but it's still pretty fun. Got to do different things. And then, of course, there's gambling. That's always a fun one. Slots. I like to play the slot machines. Do I win? At one point, I was at $1 billion. I wish it was real money, but it's not. And then I pulled a all-nighter of playing the slot machines, and I went right down the drain to 0. Woke up the next morning like, "Oh, shoot." Being nice. I fell asleep with my finger on the spin button at $100,000 each spin. That money's gone. I was sleeping through the whole movie, the whole game. What are you gonna do? Now, since I'm old and infirm, no, I'm old. I do coloring with my wife. I'll start a coloring drawing, and if I can't find the right number, well, I'm yawning a lot. Hang on, I get some water. For all those of you who are watching for the first time, please subscribe to my channel right here. Where is it? Oh, right here, right there. Right between my fingers is a big red sign that says subscribe. Yes, please subscribe to E-Ticket to Tomorrowland. And if I'm doing a live podcast, you guys get to watch that. And I also have my podcast on Audacity and other channels. It's also on, let me say it right, Lispin. Let me type it out for you here. Is it Libsyn? It's saying that's wrong. I think it's right. Anyways, this is where you can see my well, you can't. I don't think you can see it. You'll get to it'll have a URL code that'll actually bring you right back to here, and you can watch my podcast. LinkedIn. No, it's not LinkedIn. I will share it there, but no, it's called this. Libsyn. And that was brought to me with the help of another podcaster who goes to the parks And he's been going and doing this for a long time. And I want to thank Paul Berry Jr. for that and the Window to Magic podcast. He has a really great podcast because he wears these headphones that actually he doesn't hear. They're microphones that are connected to his head. So when he's walking down the main street, you hear in stereo. It's like you're at the park. You'll hear the music, da, 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 whatever playing, right? Or you walk past the ragtime and you hear, and then you'll hear the horse walk by, or one of the cars. Oh, breaking my phone, my mic. And then he'll go on a ride. Your attention, please. The Disneyland Unlimited now arriving from a grand circle tour around Disney's Magic Kingdom. Or whatever. He does that. And he'll talk for a little bit, but he won't talk that much because he wants you to get the experience of being at the parks. Maybe you can't make it to the parks, but he can bring the parks to you. He too has a monorail on his logo, but it's like circling around him. And it's red, white, and blue. Mine is orange, silver, and what color is it? I forgot. Okay, well, I forgot. It's orange and silver. Oh, it's right here in front of me. Once I get enough money, I will get these printed onto shirts and coffee cups or mugs or whatever you want to call them. And you guys can own one. The e-ticket to Tomorrowland. And I can add down here podcast if you want. But it's up to you, and it's up to how much I decide to charge. I may give them away as a free prize, especially if I get that 500 subscriber. You become that 500 subscriber, you get a shirt and a coffee mug. Maybe a hat, depending on what I decide to make or have a person make for me. And I'm hoping Alan can help me with that because I'm not so good at meeting those people and hooking up and getting things made. I can do the artwork, draw up what I want, but actually getting it put onto cloth, not good at that. Okay, well, it's a beautiful day here in Southern California. We are looking at hazy skies. Don't do that. If you unsubscribe, then I will drop down to 341 subscribers. So you won't reach 300, a number 500. You can go under a different name, though. Maybe Roy is your boy. Or what was the other one I had for you? Um, Fast Fingers Roy? Fast Fingers Allen? I can't remember. Something like that. I had a name for him. He's the fastest piano player in town. It's like, and so on. Bless you. Somebody's sneezing their brains out. And like I said, it's a nice hazy day here. Would you believe there's still snow at the top of Mount Baldy? We had so much snow, it is still on the top of Mount Baldy. And Cucamonga Peak, where Alan used to rent from a place, I believe it is. No, it wasn't Carla. It was some guy outside. Um, there was this big valley, I guess, or whatever, on the top, on the middle of the Cucamonga Peak that had a solid Y-shaped. I would call it an ice, like solid ice, but I guess it was snow. It finally melted off just last week. That's how long it's been snowing and raining and raining and raining and raining and raining and more, but I hate rain. But it's much better than heat, like some of you people do or live through. I don't like heat. Well, I do, but not 115. Um, I've run out of things to say. That's not good. Who would you like me to get on my podcast that has to do? Oh, who I really want to get is this guy. His name is Daniel Nava. He was I heard he was one of the greatest cast members that worked at DCA. He worked with my wife Carla, and he was her lead at the World of Disney, or WAD as it's known for short. But then he went into California Adventure and he became a lead in there. And one time we were at DCA and we're like, why is there a red carpet all the way down into the Hollywood studios from the when you walk in the park? We didn't know what's going on. Get in there, there's gates and fences, and I'm like, what the heck? You look up and there's this big thing and it says the Lone Ranger. I'm like, the Lone Ranger? What, they bring that back from the old days? Starring Army Hammer and Johnny Depp. Like, what? Look at that train over there. They got a train in Hollywood Studios land. That was just these hiccups are driving me nuts. That was crazy. That was a crazy train. Get it? Mhm. There was an actual train. I'm not talking about like the Disneyland trains, which are what, a quarter size. I mean, this thing was real, and it was big. I mean, if you were to stand next to the wheel would probably come up. I'm 5'11". It'd probably come up to here. I'm like, geez, look at the size of that thing. And I said to one of the people, one of the cast members, what's going on? Oh, we're having the world premiere of the Lone Ranger today. Where are they going to watch it? Well, going to watch it at the movie theater. But that's on the outside of DCA. Actually, they're gonna watch it where they had Calafia. I think that's where they watched it. No, it was somewhere in Hollywoodland that they watched it. I don't remember where. It's been 10 years as of yesterday. 10 years ago. Time flies. Okay, so these people start going down the red carpet. And there's this guy walking, and he's like, hi, and he's wearing Woody's hat. I don't even think I have anything small enough to show you. Well, like this. Say this is his hat. He's wearing his hat. He's like, hi. And it's Daniel Nava. And everyone's laughing. Yep, it was. Electronica. Electronica. But during the daytime they had that show. So we're like, oh, So, in other words, the actors aren't going to be here. Oh, yes, they are going to be here. Army Hammer will be here, and there was an Indian, and I'm like, and they showed him. Actually, I got to meet him, and I'm like, Iron Ice Cody, I thought you died. He's looking at me like, oh, you dumb white man, dumb bar, dumb bar. It wasn't him. It was another Indian actor, and he's been in a lot of movies. I think he was in um, Tombstone and some other movies. He passed away, but yeah, we got to meet him. Got to meet Army Hammer. Got to meet the Doc from the Love Boat. Yeah, he was there. My microphone's falling down again. Get up here. Uh, and then this guy comes down, and everyone's going, "Oh my God, it's Johnny! It's Johnny! Oh my, I love you, Johnny! Johnny, I love you!" It wasn't Johnny. It was Johnny Depp's double. He always brings him with him, so the crowds will go to him because Johnny has anxiety issues with people. See, I'm not just the only one that has anxiety issues. Oh, I was up at the very front with Carla's friends, and we both got our Lone Ranger masks, and her friends actually bought the white cowboy hat. $50 for that hat. Whoosh. At Disney prices. It's probably really a $20 hat. It was felt. And Carla went and got a autograph book, and she got it signed by Army Hammer and by the Love Boat guy and by the bad guy that was in the movie. Carla. Carla. Anyways, um, he was the bad guy. And then, of course, there was Tonto, the Indian, Johnny Depp. Bad Indian. And there was a kid who was in the movie. And there was a movie called Saving Mr. Banks. And the woman that was in Saving Mr. Banks, who played the mom, who kind of was crazy, went out in the water, she was in this movie too. She was the Lone Ranger's uh, sister-in-law. And so we got to meet all these great people. And they came up and signed an autograph book. And it's like, wow, I'm in the presence of actors and actresses and TV stars. I think Hasselhoff was there. I'm like, really? Okay. So Johnny Depp was this far. This far. I could reach him if I was just to stretch a little farther. Of course, you're not allowed to touch the actors. Someone did. Someone reached out and touched Johnny Depp, and his bodyguard swarmed him and got him straight to the train. Oh, do you know who else was there? The most famous of them all? Hi ho, Silver! The horse was there. And he took a dump right there on right there where the trolley goes down the middle of Hollywood land. But you got to meet that horse too. So it was a fun day. It was a hot day, but it was a fun day. All right, well, I'm coming up on 2 hours, and I know that's the limit on having doing these podcasts and streaming. If you wish to see me again, please make sure you subscribe right down here in the corner, and you can see. Oh, and click the bell. That way you know when I'm having an upcoming podcast coming on. Or you may want to watch the 4th of July parade or the fireworks. I record all the fireworks every year. Of course, I may have them on different channels. And I'm glad you guys all could come and join me. And for those who haven't joined me, please feel free to join. I'm not going to kill you or anything. I don't think. You never know. But the ghosts might. Yes, I will tell you stories about the ghosts of this house. Alan Thompson Jr. could tell you stories about the ghosts in this house. I know he doesn't believe in them. I think he does since he saw what happened here. But until then, everyone have a great time, have a great day, have a great evening, and most of all, I will see you in the future on the E-Ticket to Tomorrowland podcast or my channel. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, keep your arms, legs, feet, hands, nose, eyes, ears, and toes inside the podcast monorail until we've come to a full and complete stop.